What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, right there. While you're at it, hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Damn it. Like it. Damn it. Like this video. Like this video while you're at it, okay? And help support your girl. We're trying to grow around here, okay? Say it with me. Grow, baby. We trying to grow, baby.
Get us in that algorithm, baby.
Yes, like what she says. Put us up in that algorithm, y'all. Okay. So we're gonna give it a couple minutes. Let y'all come on into the show.
Yes. Hey Inga. Hey Daria. I saw y'all.
Yes. Come on in. Grab a drink. Grab a snack.
Yes.
And come on back.
I got my tea. My happy tea.
Your happy tea. Okay.
It's happy.
Okay, honey. So happy. Wink. Make you feel. Make you
feel my happy tea.
Make you feel good. Let me send this link to a couple people that way they can watch it and tune in.
Yes, you guys, we are both streaming on both of our channels. Thank you, Inga, for the blue hearts. I appreciate you. Boo. Drop the blue hearts for the diva. I appreciate it.
And drop the pink heart for Momo.
Pink heart for Momo. Okay, so you didn't got on your. Okay, so you want the pink hearts.
Yeah.
I remember I kept asking. I'm like, what you want to do? What you want to do? What you want to have?
I said the pink heart, but I keep forgetting to plug it.
Oh, okay. So do the pink heart. Oh, look, girl, yeah. Shot. Look, y'all, I even got my name on my cup. Do you see it, Nita?
Everybody, shot. Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Nita, do you on my mug?
Very cute. Very, very, very cute.
Hey, Greta. I see all y'all.
Hey, Greta Boo. Thanks for coming through.
Yes.
Y'all give us 1 second. We're about to start the show. Don't worry.
Make sure I put a poll up on my channel. Make sure you go and goddamn, y'all already done. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all go to my channel and do the poll.
Okay, what was the poll?
The poll was which was the best show this week. And I had Belle Collective, Love and Marriage Detroit, and Roa, Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Detroit got it.
Okay, Detroit. We see you.
Okay, wait, no, it just changed. I guess people are coming in and doing it. Okay, so it's between Belle Collective and Detroit. Okay.
That's what I figured it would be.
Yeah. So did y'all see the Nene Leakes interview with Carlos King? We could just shoot this shit because that's not like while we're waiting for everybody to come into the room and we're sharing and we're doing all of the things that you're supposed to do when you love your creators and just share the video, okay? Let's just shoot the shit. Okay, let's talk about this Nene Leakes and Carlos King interview. Really, really quick. Quick. Monique, how did you feel about it?
I loved it from top to bottom. I thought it was an excellent interview. I think Carlos did an excellent job. The questions were on point. I thought Nene was very transparent. It flowed very naturally, very easily. She wasn't trying to do it up for the cameras or put on a facade. It felt very genuine. It felt like her. There was a little bit of shade, but nothing too severe. And I just thought it was a really good interview. It was very insightful as well. Very insightful. So I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay, I definitely have all the same feelings that you have, but on the other side of things, if I was to critique
Mm-hmm.
Miss Nene Leakes, and don't get me wrong, I love Nene Leakes for what she brings,
Mm-hmm.
but what she doesn't bring is accountability. And I felt a whole lot of, like, I don't know, it was just something about what she was bringing. Like, I enjoyed the interview. I really like her in doses, especially later as she has gotten into her ego and she's really big headed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I kind of want to have people like that in doses. You know what I'm saying? So, I felt a lot of that energy going, but I still it was still compelling to watch the whole video, but
Yeah.
I still don't feel like she has any accountability. I feel like she kept on saying, y'all, when she kept acting a fool in the show, it was because she was threatened. And I feel like she kind of copped to it. She kind of said, yeah, I kind of felt threatened a little bit, but not really, because I'm the star. Like, that's all she kept saying. Like, I'm the star. I didn't see nobody else as a star, and it just it read weird to
Yeah.
me.
I can.
So yeah, so like when she talked about Phaedra and when she talked about Kenya and when she talked about all of the girls, and she didn't even talk about Candy, so I'm assuming that's gonna be in part two. But
Right.
I still feel like she felt threatened, but she didn't want to cop to saying that she felt
She's
threatened.
never gonna admit that though.
She's not gonna do it.
Never gonna admit that. But to
Yeah,
me, if I go back and look at her behavior at the time, it felt like you were threatened by people's certain people's presence. It felt
absolutely,
like it. That's what it felt like.
absolutely. And even still, it's still read like that. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like you can listen to people and you understand how people feel about you, and your fans, and whatever. And I feel like she kind of leans into that. And so, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I still see that narcissistic bad side of her, but I'm never going to take away her whatever she has. Like, Nene is good TV.
Mm-hmm.
She is fantastic. She got the one liners, she got the
Yep.
comebacks. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. But there's a side of me that I still kind of side eye. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And let's go ahead and get into Belle Collective because
Okay.
okay, we're 15 minutes in.
We're 9 minutes in.
Oh, 9 minutes in. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let's get it crack a lacking. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You laughing at Monique?
I'm laughing at the comments.
Right. Her
I was
comment.
talking and then I'm checking out the comments.
This is true. She will never be on Bravo again, and it is her fault. It's definitely her fault. Yeah, that ship has
And it
long
feels
sailed.
like she can't even make it right.
It's she
So
too much damage is done. Too much
yeah,
damage is done. And she is I love Nene very much, but she is delusional
yeah.
if she thinks she's going back on that show. Because when people ask her, she says, I would go back. And I'm like, Nene, they're never gonna let you come back. You sued them and called them racist. They're never gonna bring you back.
How much do you think Carlos paid her to come on his podcast to do this interview?
I don't know.
Do you think that it was a quick
Okay.
quo? Do you think you scratch my back, I scratch yours? Maybe there is a show in development because Carlos King is the only person that will do
Yeah.
anything for Nene Leaks. So is this him trying to feel the temperature and see whether or not he will
It could be. It would be smart.
I mean, he did it for Monique. He
Yeah,
created Love and Mercy DC around Monique.
exactly.
So if you do it around Monique, you definitely can do something around Nene Leakes.
Yeah.
But it has to be an ensemble cast because Nene is born by herself. She has to have people to read and to shade, and
Yeah.
that is her strong suit. You know,
Yeah.
that's what she does. So
That's what she does. Yep. I agree.
okay, Inga said 10,000. 100. Oh, Zia said 100K. Baby,
I don't think so. I don't think
you never know. You
I
never
don't
know.
think he, I don't
Look,
think she got that.
Nene is in the African American Museum.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. But
So
who I'm actually on the fence of did he even pay her because
she needs something too.
she needs exposure.
She
So this
needs
is
something too. Yes. But I still feel like I feel like she needs to hold her worth and ask people to pay her worth. Cause I'm sure she knows that Carlos King is gonna make a killing off the podcast, the show, the YouTube channel, whatever. All of the things. So Nene needs to hold her worth and make sure that she gets something in return and not no promise of a show because listen,
yeah.
we'll talk about it later, but
We'll
let's
talk
go
about
ahead and get in the Bell Collector.
I am streaming as well. So y'all make sure y'all show my page some love as well. Hit that like button before you leave the channel. Please and thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so Bell Collective. Pull up my notes. Y'all know I need my notes. Okay, so we picked up where we left off with doggone Cliff and Letitia talking about how he snitched.
Not
Okay,
doggone. Not dog.
snitched and called Glenn. And Tisha is like, don't be calling my husband to tell on me. Like, mind your business. Just mind your business. Cliff says that Glenn loves her. This line right here, this line right here took me out. This Negro said, Glenn loves you so much that he's possessive. Nigga, what? That's not a compliment. That's not gonna give me the warm and fuzzies. I mean, what did you think that comment was gonna do? Possessive? I don't want anybody to be possessive over me. So what are you talking about? Like
Right. Right.
ill, gross.
Right. And I think that's how a lot of men, black men in particular, have women confused, thinking that because they're possessive, they think that they love them so much. No, they
No.
just feel like you're their object. They think they own you. They think they have possession over you. And it's just like, like how kids play with toys. You can't play with my damn toy. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. That's all it is. It doesn't mean that they love you. It just means that
Mm-hmm.
they feel like they have possession over you. That's it.
Yep. So she called him possessive, basically saying, you are too. And he says Latrice knows what not to do. Sir, sir, this is not the 1950s. You sound like a chauvinistic pig. Like, what are you talking about?
Absolutely.
Ugh, it gets on my nerves. And
Absolutely.
then, listen, Cliff had nothing but freaking audacity because this next line just was the cherry on top of the cake, y'all. He says, you need to step up and be the woman that Glenn needs.
Shut up. Shut it up.
He needs to step up and be the woman that Boosie needs.
It's crazy. Y'all, please open your eyes to the Jedi mind trick that they be trying. Baby, it's a Jedi mind trick. Open your eyes and I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. All I'm saying, stand up. Stand up. Wake up. Open your eyes. Stop being stigmatized by these damn niggas that don't mean you know good. They don't mean you no good.
No good at all.
Jesus.
So Latrice comes outside and tries to talk to Glenn and try to see what's going on with the situation. The conversation was basically over at that point. So Marie comes outside to see what's going on, and Latrice first says to Marie, "Oh, you're not drinking for real, or something like that." Then they start talking about bodies, and it just got weird. I was like, "What are y'all doing? Y'all must be
It took like
talking about each other's booties." And Marie started bending over, showing her booty, her big thing.
Yeah, it took like a weird turn left.
Like they must have been drunk.
Hello, wait a minute, what is going on here?
I feel like they want to be friends. Y'all want to be friends. Just kiss and make up. Kiss and make up.
They do want to be friends. They do want to be friends. But what I will tell you about the scene that I did not like about Letitia, Letitia, whatever you want to call yourself, girl. I didn't like how she kind of called Latrice out about, I'm not this. I'm not the same type of, like, she doesn't accept the same abuse that Cliff does to her, even though it's done in a different way. I feel like it's the same abuse. If somebody, Letitia, and I'm talking directly to you, darling, if your husband has a recorder and a GPS tracker in your car, and he is coming in on your business dealings, that's the same thing that Cliff is doing. And so I did not understand why she kept bringing Latrice's name up, like, oh no, I'm not her, you're not gonna treat me like her. And I'm like, girl, what?
He already
is different, but it's the same. It's the same abuse. And girl, no, absolutely not. Letitia, girl, you done turned me all the way off this whole season. From Tambra, doing that whole not interview, whatever meetup you had with that man, and then you sitting up there trying to throw Latrice underneath the bus about marital abuse, and you're experiencing the same damn thing. Bitch, no, absolutely not. I'm sorry. Right, same script, different cast. Come on, Zia said it. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're saying the same thing. And I'm like, can we go back 2 or 3 episodes ago when this nigga bounced up on y'all? And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, no, you're exactly the same girl. I mean, you may not want to call it daddy issues, and maybe Boosie is not as old as Stiff Cliff, but baby, y'all are still under the same type of.
They on the same umbrella.
They're on the same umbrella. Get it together. No.
Good point. So what happened next, child? Let's see. Okay, yes. So Akeisha, her husband is home, honey. He is home finally.
I love me some Willie. Willie, you better not let me down, Willie. I got my good eye on you, Willie. You better not let me down. That's all I'm gonna say. Because he seemed like he a good dude.
He really does. I really like him. I really do. So he faked some food. Go ahead.
But is it because he's only here for an episode or 2? We don't get to see like his full.
Yeah, that's true too.
His full manhood. Like, I mean, we get to see what he comes here to show us.
Yeah.
But like I said, I got my. Is my right eye a good eye? I think my right eye is. No, that's my good eye. I got my good eye on you, Willie. But don't disappoint me because he is my favorite house husband of
Yeah,
the show.
I
Not
agree.
Russell. Not Russell. It is Willie.
I still like Russell, so he's still good in my book. Damn it. I am rooting for Russell, yo. I am rooting for him. I'm committed. I'm rooting for that man. Okay, he better not let me down.
Okay.
So Akeisha's basically talking about how she's gonna have a holiday party in Jackson for her family and friends on Fair Street, and so she can, show the people in the community what it means to her and what they're gonna do and with the opportunity and all that good stuff and cute, 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 fun, fun, fun. So moving on, Latrice and Tisha meet up to play tennis. Okay. And Letitia asked Latrice, why the hell did Cliff call my husband Glenn? Like, what is up with your man? Um, and she said, because low key, he was looking at the stripper as well. And I said, ooh, now Cliff was looking at the stripper.
Y'all
He
keep on
was
telling me that. I swear I felt like he was trying to make sure what the
no,
women were doing.
he
But
looked, he looked, he looked. I saw
if,
it with
if
my
he
own
if he's
eyes.
talking about inches, he definitely looked.
He looked. I saw it with my own eyes. He looked. He looked. And Letitia confirmed it. He was looking.
Mhm.
So what happened next? Let me see my notes.
She said,
So Latrice,
"Potatoes, potatoes. I'm gonna
yes,
be by my man,
by
my
my
man,
man,
my man, my man."
my man, my man, my man. Yeah. So she basically just laughs it off and says, "I'm gonna stick beside him." Um, yeah, because Letitia asked, "Does she not think that what he did was wrong?" And she's like, "Look, honey, she says
I
honey all
feel
the
like
time.
she did
Look,
say
honey,
it.
I'm gonna stick by my man."
She did. She did cop to it. She said that she thought it was wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
she said that she felt like her husband has a relationship with Glenn, and she felt like as homeboys, he just made a phone call to him as a homeboy. And she
Mm.
was like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick by my man. So she did kind of cop to it,
So
but
she did acknowledge it.
yeah, she acknowledged it, but at the same time, like, you need to call your man out. I don't know why you don't feel like you have to call, why you cannot call people out, people that you love out.
Mm-hmm.
Call them out. Like, you know, there has been a many a times that I have gotten on this YouTube street and I have apologized. And not because somebody called me out, but if somebody was to call me out, I would apologize. But for me, I feel like I always just kind of look and do the work. And I'm like, y'all, I was like off the chain last night. Look, I'll be like, I'm the first one. I'll be like, this girl, my bad, my bad. And I will try not to do the same offense. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like when people, a lot of times nowadays, when people try to hold themselves accountable and they're like, oh, I'm going to stand in my shit, but then they'll keep on doing the same thing over and over again. And, or either they don't know the lesson, they don't learn the lesson. It's just weird, it's just a little weird. So I don't know. I don't feel like he took accountability for that. So, and
Gotcha.
she didn't take accountability. She said yes, but but forget everything before the but, because
Mm-hmm.
the but is really where you really coming from. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's see.
Now he was looking extra hard.
He was looking. He looked. I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So Akeisha has her sisters come over. They talk about Tamra. Um, basically, she says that they're not really friends anymore. And her sister was like, "Oh, the one with the high pitched voice, the one that talks like this, whatever she
It was
did."
so funny. It was so funny because it
It
was
was
a good
funny.
key because basically the sisters were saying everything that we were saying. You know how Tamara talks and
Mhm.
the high pitch and all that stuff. So
Yeah, that was a
it was
little funny,
really funny to
Kiki.
have this little real conversation. It felt like a real genuine conversation.
Right.
It
So
really
she
did.
tells them that Letitia said that Akeisha stole Ferris Street from her. And they're like, nah, boo boo, you've been working on this for a long time. So that's incorrect knowledge, incorrect information. So of course, they're gonna defend their sister or whatever. Of
Right.
course, their family. So that goes without being said. So
Mm-hmm.
next up, one of my favorite scenes because it was just so funny. JJ is starting to really grow on me, y'all. He really is.
Gosh darn it.
Gosh
You
darn it.
know, I think gosh darn it is like a like if y'all hear my reviews when I talk about reviews and you hear me say I think that's exactly what that
It's a
gosh darn it.
yeah.
That's what that gosh darn it is to my So I mean, I get it. So I'm
I
not
think
gonna
it's hilarious. I think it's
I'm not
hilarious.
gonna fault them too bad for it. So
Yeah, I think
he
it's
always
hilarious.
make it sound so funny, and it just, you know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at it. You know,
Yeah,
you
it's very
notice
lighthearted.
it.
It's
It's very
hilarious.
noticeable, but
It is. So JJ and Willie meet up, okay, and they have formed a real friendship with each other. Willie says the friendship was unexpected because he said the first time he met JJ, he didn't know what he was looking at. I was like, I understand. I don't know what the hell I was looking at either, child.
listen, that's real. It's
That's
real.
real.
I love it. I love it.
But he also says that JJ's heart is pure and he loves the guy. So I love that. So JJ tells him that Glenn wants to be a rapper. And Willie was like, see, this is why men should not be alone because they come up with stupid ideas. And I said, you are 100% right. 100% right. You are so right about
That's
that.
what I tell you. I rock with Willie, man. I rock with
I rock with him. Listen,
I rock.
hilarious. Hilarious. So JJ then lets him know that Cliff had called Glenn and told on, called Glenn and told on Letitia when, he said when he was actually the one that was enjoying the stripper more than the ladies was.
Baby,
I was like, JJ, you got all the shade,
I
all the
love it. I
shade.
love it. This shit was
This
funny.
is
It
the
was
second person that's confirmed that Cliff was looking at the stripper. This is the second
listen.
person that confirmed it because it's true because he was looking with his
Listen.
nose himself. He wanted to take a little sneak peek. He
We
was
ain't
peeking.
gotta say nothing. We let it talk for itself.
Mm.
Yeah.
JJ needs to cut that man. He is very country, very country, very country. That is true. So yeah, that
Oh,
was that. That was that.
this conversation between Tambra and
Yeah,
Letitia,
yeah.
yikes.
So
Um,
Letitia apologizes for meeting up with, Tamara's ex. Tamara says that she was really hurt by what she did. Tamara says, next time, if you want to know something, just ask me. So Tisha was like, okay, well, if that's the case, are you pregnant? And Tamara, what? What? Bitch, is you pregnant or no? I want to know.
it was
I
a
want
dead
to know.
it was a dead on headlights.
Because that response was like,
girl, we already know niggas don't know how to lie. When you say what, or when you be like, huh, it's a lie, girl. Girl, you should know this. You are a woman. How did you not anticipate that? Like, I mean, I don't even understand why she's hiding it. I don't. I don't understand why she's hiding her life on a reality show. I
yeah,
just don't
it's a good
get
point.
it.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I just don't get it. But at the same
I'm
time,
trying to
girl,
figure
you
out.
look real stupid because, child, I did a video on light skin Keisha and Coco Vango, and baby, she was like, "Do you got a side bitch?" This nigga was like, I was like, the video is not frozen. That is how stuck he was. And I'm like, you talking all this shit, and then when she asked you a question, you stuck?
You stuck on stupid.
No. Now we definitely know you got a side bitch. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Don't get stuck on the stupid questions. I don't
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
know. Honey, she is pregnant. She hasn't been drinking. That's been apparent in the last 2 or 3 episodes. She's not drinking. I just take some water. I take some water. No, she's pregnant.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely pregnant, I think.
She's pregnant.
And
No.
Color Me Pink said that she is.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yeah,
So
no. They said that they see a whole big belly bump in Mississippi or wherever they at. Wherever
mm-hmm. Yep. So that's that on that. Now in her confessional, Tisha says that she feels like Tamra is hiding things from her and she's not sure where their friendship can really go.
Yeah.
And I get that because if you feel like someone is keeping secrets from you, not being transparent with you, it is hard to build a friendship
Right.
off of that. It really
Absolutely.
is, especially if you're being vulnerable and you're sharing your stuff, but the other person is not sharing their stuff. It becomes one-sided then, and then that just leads to no friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And with her being in the public eye, I feel like it's just not a good look.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Oh, we still gotta get to the party. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's go.
And I don't have that much notes on this, so I don't know if I missed something or
This is
this is
a
Akeisha's
holiday.
event. And they're seeing like the history of, on the wall. She has like the history of Ferris Street and artifacts and different things like that. So Tisha arrives and says hi to everybody. Cliff tries to hug her, and she's like, "Nah, Cliff, I don't know about you right now. I don't know about you." And he got an attitude, y'all. He got upset and was like, "What he say?" He said, "Don't f with me." So she's like, "What did you say?" And Marie repeats what he said. And she said if he keeps up this energy, she is not going to want to be around him anymore because that's ridiculous to be talking to a woman like that and and all that stuff. Now what else happened at this event?
No, I mean it wasn't much to really
Talk
talk
about,
about the
right?
event. The event was fine. Yeah, that whole thing between I felt like Letitia was just trying to keep this thing going with Cliff. And I feel like it's a deflection. Like you really need to deal with you and your husband instead of trying to like put shit off on Cliff or whatever. Yeah, Cliff is trash. But girl, throw his ass in the garbage where he need to be. Like you need to be worrying about what you need to be worrying about in real life. You don't have to worry about Cliff. Latrice needs to worry about Cliff. Throw his ass in the trash. Like, why are you sitting there worrying about him? Your husband is really like the real menace that you need to get under control or even leave him. Honestly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tamika.
Hey, Tamika.
So yeah, that's it about that. I mean, I love what's
That's
the
all
girl
I
in
have.
the blue? The girl in the blue, the stallion, and she's beautiful. I love her. Every time I see her on screen, I love her. She has good energy or whatever. But I don't have nothing else to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
That's
move
all
on to the next show.
yeah.
Which one?
This was more of a boring episode for them,
Yeah,
definitely.
it wasn't much.
It was a filler episode. My notes are very short. So it was definitely a filler episode. It was giving a little bit of boring, but it's okay because they've had a good season collectively.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good
Mm-hmm.
season, so they get a pass. They get a
Yeah,
pass.
absolutely.
At least from me, they get a pass because
Absolutely.
they
Absolutely. Y'all put it in the comments. Rate it from 1 to 10.
Inga already gave it a 5.
I guess I give it like a 6.5.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Yeah, I
Let me
give it
see what Monique gonna say. Monique gonna say 4.
6.5.
Woo.
A good season due to Selena.
4.
Yes, exactly what you say, Monique. 4.
I knew that was coming.
And I heard that Selena will not be on the show no more this season, and there was a order taken out against her. So,
Oh, wow.
there's that.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. So we won't get any more Selena. So if y'all want Selena, then y'all might need to tweet Carlos King and
Mm,
maybe set her own show up like Nene. He need to set Nene show up too. Maybe Selena and Nene can be on the same show together.
oh my gosh, you're funny. Okay, so moving on. Gucci filed charges. She did for real?
She did. I told you she did the order. She filed charges, and there's a restraining order. So Selena can't even come, even if she wanted to come, she can't come. Even if
Oh
production wanted her to come, she can't come.
wow.
Yeah. Okay,
That's so
Miss Kira said 7. That's okay.
a very nice rating.
Look, I said 6.5, so I'm right there with you. So we good.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because again, they're trying to have a blended family, and to see this happen is just not a good look. The kids are going to be involved. It's not good for anybody. It's
Yeah.
just not good.
And did you see the forward? You know how they do the what's coming. JJ was holding up the baby, and he was like, "When is Gucci gonna see
Yep.
him?" And she was like, "Sometime, maybe. I don't know. Whenever." I was like, "Oh shit!" It's
Yep. It's bad like that. So okay, moving on, you guys.
Gucci did that to herself. I'm telling you, Gucci handled that situation so poorly. And I can't blame it on the girls, and I can't blame it on Selena. I feel like Gucci handled the situation poorly. If you know you're trying to be in a blended family, you can't move like that and expect to have
The kids in your life.
period.
That's their
Correct.
mother. Like at the end of
Yeah.
the day, that's their mom.
Yeah.
So what's you
Yeah. So we can
anyway?
go on to RHOA.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't liked the video, make sure you like the video. Both of our channels, we are streaming simultaneously. Make sure you go and like both the videos. Answer the polls. I have a poll. Oh, okay. Everybody likes Belle Collective. Okay, so we did Belle Collective. That's why it took up most of the time. So Belle Collective was 62%. Real Housewives of Atlanta, 12%. And Love and Marriage Detroit was 25%. So Love and Marriage
See,
and
in my opinion, Detroit was more entertaining than Bell Collective was this week. In my
okay.
opinion, I
Okay.
thought Detroit was more entertaining. There was more talking pieces. There was more to talk about. There was more conversation. There was more dialogue.
Okay.
There was more happening on Detroit, in my
Okay.
opinion.
That's fine. That's cool. So okay, let's move on to our next thing we're gonna talk about. Roa.
Yep. So like Nita said, y'all make sure y'all like each video, but also keep in mind I am trying to get my watch hours up so I can get monetized. So if y'all tune in on my channel, make sure y'all tune in, a few extra minutes longer. That way my watch time hours can increase because YouTube is really hard, y'all. It's all the little rules that they have. Okay, so
Girl, I said I was about to start another channel because I feel like this channel is like doomed. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm about to try another channel.
I don't know if I can do all that. Start from the bottom.
And try it different. I don't know. I mean, I still have this channel, but I feel like they got me suppressed for some reason.
Okay, so RHOA.
Ooh, there was a lot going on in this episode. So, I mean, even though y'all don't feel like this was like the best episode, this episode was it was a lot going on. That's
It
what
was better than Bell Collective. I can tell you that. To me, it was better than Bell Collective. So I don't know why Bell Collective got such a high rating this week, but
yeah.
To each your own. So they pick up where we left off with Drew crying, okay, about how Sheree was mean to her and insensitive about her lawsuit. So Kenya, Sheree, and Sonya go to check on Drew. And at first, Sheree and Drew were going at it at first. They was back and forth. Drew damn near called her a bitch. It was tense at first, but then they calmed down and they were like, look, this lawsuit, is it that serious? Like Kenya was like, what's $1,000 divided by 8 women?
125.
And then okay, math skills. Okay. Come on, math skills.
No.
So
girl, I put it in a calculator.
Drew is saying it's more like complicated than that, and she wanted more money, and I don't really get the lawsuit. I don't understand it. I think it's ridiculous, but it sucks that she's going through that situation at this time.
Yeah. The thing about me in this situation with Drew, I feel like Drew is not letting us in on what exactly is going on. So you can't sit up here and be trying to hold people accountable for not appreciating your tears and not whatever, and you're not being forthcoming. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like $1,000. Like, you ain't got $1,000. Like, I mean, the whole thing just feels weird. Like, like lawyers cost more to employ them to do, $4,000. Just pay them $1,000. And then so it's just like it's weird. Like, so no. So I mean, I understand the girl's hesitancy because it feels like it's like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you so upset? It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't really know the situation.
Yeah. And she's not being forthcoming. And so later on, she did say it was something about her husband, and then she started conflating all these different issues, but they didn't know that. So how you gonna hold them accountable and talking about you're not being sensitive to me when it feels like you're putting on a show? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Sheree was rude. She did take a dig in this woman's house.
Yeah, she's very rude. Yeah.
So I I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Not with her fake teeth.
Sheree apologized to Drew, so that's that. Now, when the other ladies were
Now, Sheree has never apologized to anybody on the show in the whole 15 seasons. So maybe that's something. Is that something?
yeah, Sheree also does not take accountability.
She does not. That's why I said this is the first time she's ever apologized. She never takes accountability.
Ever,
And
ever. She
even in this situation, it felt like she still didn't take accountability, but she still said she was sorry. And I'm like, oh, she must have caught on to the whole just say I'm sorry and we're gonna be over with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those type things.
right.
I'm sorry, but I don't care.
Right. So when the other ladies were inside, they were talking, and Candy says, and scene, insinuating that Drew was acting or faking or putting on for the cameras or what have you. I thought it was a little shady. I thought it was because I feel like
It felt like fun
Candy,
shade to me. It felt like fun shade.
it might have been fun shade, but I just feel like if I was Candy and I'm known as a crybaby on the show, I would not be making fun of someone else crying.
True.
That's just me. That's just me.
You
If
got
I
it.
know I cry and people make fun of me for crying, I wouldn't. What do I look like making fun of someone else for crying?
Yeah. You get you. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that 100%.
That's the only part I'm like.
I'm gonna
That's
give you that 100%.
it was fun shade, but it came from the wrong person. That's say that.
Right. Right message, wrong message. You know
Right.
what
That's how I feel. Because I'm like, Candy, you cannot talk, honey. You cannot talk.
Right. Because I feel like she almost got Candace beat.
For
I
crying?
don't know. Like who y'all think got the crime beat? Candace or Candy? Candace put a 1, Candy put a 2 in the chat. Who is the crybaby, the biggest crybaby? Candace 1, Candy 2. Candace 1, Candy 2. Who is the biggest crybaby? Who got them? But like I said, I'm with you 100%
because she's been crying. She's been crying longer. She's been crying longer on TV than Candace has. Candy has been crying for 15 seasons.
Look, everybody say it's Candace. Everybody got Candace though. Everybody saying one for Candace.
She's been crying for 15 seasons. And I'm a crybaby, so I'm not even trying to talk shit. But
look, it could put whoa. It's Candace. I mean, girl, she got her own signature. She got her own signature. So I guess it would be Candace. She signified that thing. She solidified and signified her crying with that triangle napkin, her Kleenex brand deal. Listen. Only one okay, so Zia said Candy is okay. Only one person said Candy. Yeah, everybody else said Candice. Everybody else said Candice. So Zia's like, okay, let's keep on moving.
She might you might be right about that. Candace cries every episode. You're right. If I look at a season, if I take one season, Candace is gonna cry more than Candy will. That is true.
In every episode, almost.
That is true. That is true. So what am I at? Let's see. Where am I at? Oh, on Candy's Speak on It. she clarified some things, y'all, about that scene. So Candy said that a producer, while they were at dinner, a producer had came over to them and basically was saying, y'all need to get the stuff popping. Y'all need to start talking about some real stuff that's going on. Get activated, basically. So she's saying after that was said to them, that's when it was after that moment is when Drew cried. So in her mind, she felt like Drew was acting and putting on for the cameras. So that might add some context. I don't know. It still could have been legitimate or it could have been fake. So it's 50-50 for me. It could have been
Yeah,
fake or it could have been legit.
I don't know if I really like that she revealed what the producer said to them,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just leave that alone. I just did. I felt like I'm gonna give Candy a pass
Mm-hmm.
because she was not feeling good, and I feel like that whole she's still getting over her sickness and stuff like that. I feel like she was just in a fucked up mood just
Yeah.
because of that. And so, be that as it may, and she said, and scene, I felt like, again, fun shade. I felt like it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
too
It wasn't
bad, you
malicious.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm going to the bathroom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like she had a reason to be kind of irritated, and I felt like she had a reason to kind of feel like I'm not playing into this bullshit, and that's what it is. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I don't know.
Okay. So speaking of Candy, the ladies get on Candy for not being present and not coming to events, etc., because she's been so busy. They encourage her to try to find a balance between work life and a work life balance or whatever for her family and stuff like that. And Candy expresses that she still feels the need to hustle and grind and build and grow and be more successful. And they're like, "Girl, you got all the money in the world. What else do you need?" But I think it's a mindset thing. It's like the fear of losing it all that Candy has still stuck in her, that she does have to let it go. You do have to let that go eventually. You can't always be in that mode because things are going to fall by the wayside if you're always in that mode. You have a whole family. You have small children, Candy. You have small
Yeah,
children. So
yeah.
you do need to find a better work-life balance. I really feel like she does.
I definitely agree about that, and how she is, how she lives her life. If follow me here, this
Mm.
is the same thing that she does is the same thing that DJ Fun Size in Love and Marriage DC does. What's his
Mhm. Yep.
name? DJ Quick.
Yep.
Work, 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 work. It's a trauma response.
Yes.
She's always been the one to take care of people. She's always been the successful one. She is the golden child. She is the person that everybody puts all the weight on. And then
Mhm.
also, too, they expect you to have like regular responsibilities like other people when they don't do the stuff that she does. Like, if nobody is contributing, then who's going to contribute? And so I feel like,
Mhm.
and I feel like that's why her family can't. I'm not taking that for her family, but I feel like that's why her family always is trying to like protect her from other people because they know what they doing. They know that they doing it, and they don't
Mm.
want nobody else doing it to her to add more stress to her.
Mhm.
So it's,
Excellent point.
I don't
Excellent.
know. Like I said, I'm a tourist just like Candy, but I have learned my lesson. She just got married, girl. I got married years and years and years ago. I've already learned the lesson. I'm over that. So she might just have to learn the lesson. Everybody is different in their journey, but
Mhm.
yeah, no, it's a trauma response. Her wanting to not when she has like, I know I can count on two hands how many streams of income that I know that she has.
Right.
We're not even talking about passive income. She has real income, and I don't understand why she's so fixated thinking that she's going to lose it. The only reason why I'm thinking that she might lose it is because she has so many people who are
Take care.
dependent on her,
Mhm.
and who exactly that she is taking care of, and she needs to cut the cord. And that's what Tauruses don't like to do. We don't like to do that. We don't want to be the bad person. Every time somebody point the finger to her and tell her she's doing something bad, I'm not doing something bad, because we always try to do something right. But
Mm.
no, not for yourself. People will do that and make you feel guilty. They'll put the guilt on you, they'll put the shame on you. That is what Candy needs. Therapy. I'm sorry, she does. And not saying that she's toxic. I feel like she's not taking care of herself. And
Right.
that's all I want her to do, is take care of herself and make sure she is pouring into herself instead of pouring into everybody else. That's
Yes.
all. That's all.
Mhm. Okay. So the girls are preparing for the day. So this is the next day after the dinner, and they're going to the market. And of course, Kenya is late per usual because she's always late and denies it, but she be late. So when she comes downstairs, this heifer
And
has on
slippers.
in
In
slippers, in
slip.
hotel slippers,
Slip.
keyword slip,
Keyword slip.
come downstairs in the rain. Now you know it's raining outside. You know it's raining outside, and you still came down in your hotel slippers, the cheap hotel slippers that they give us, okay? The cheap slippers, and you busted your ass. Now I
I don't
felt
know.
bad because it looked painful. It looked
It did.
painful.
It
It
did.
looked like it hurt. So I felt bad for her, but I was like, girl,
Hey, Tiffany.
you should have been smarter than that.
Yeah. No, absolutely not. And then she was talking about it wasn't no sign there. The sign was there. The weather said it was raining. The
Yep.
thunder and the lightning signaled to you it was raining. Why would you come out in slippers?
And the thing, she
Girl.
had sneakers in her hand. She had her sneakers in her hand. So I don't know what she was doing. That made no sense to me.
Honey.
So
I don't know.
so she got hurt, y'all, and she goes to the hospital and asks for Candy to go with her. So Candy was being a good friend. Oh, let me change this.
She
Candy was
was
being a
looking she was
good friend.
looking mad as hell. She looked like she didn't want to do it. Like, no, Candy for me, it feels like she has checked out of the housewives. It feels
Mm?
like she's checked out of the housewives. I'm sorry. It feels like it.
You feel like that collectively, not just this episode, but collectively so
Collectively.
far this season.
The whole season. I mean, I understand you're busy, you got all these things, but I don't know, which is giving you the bigger paycheck. Like, you need to kind of balance it. If you feel like you can give away the housewives, girl, because the thing is, you remember how whenever the new girls come, they always come for the OGs. I feel like that's what really put took a toll on Nene,
Mm.
because it felt like they were always coming at her. Like, every new person like go for her, and it feels like that's what's happening to Candy. And Candy is just like, listen, I ain't got
Mm.
time for this bullshit. Like, I feel like she's over it. I feel like she's over it. I feel like you've been on there for 14 seasons, and you definitely can let it go. I feel like you have a good, steady, firm fan base, and like, she don't be like, when she, like, I don't know. Like, every time I see Candy, she look like,
Well, that's a good
Like she
point.
don't want to be there.
Um,
She don't halfway dress. She had cornrows in her hair. She didn't even bother to put the extensions in there and put some curl. Nothing. Like it feels like she does the bare minimum now for Housewives.
well, Kara brings up a good point because she was fresh off of the Escape show, so she could
Yeah,
have been tired, like just
I
tired.
agree. I
This
understand that too.
she
I
could have just
understand.
been like, "No, this is too much. Doing it back to back is a lot. That is a lot."
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
especially that other show. That other show was a hot mess.
yeah, a mess. So I'm gonna give her a little bit of grace, and we shall see. Let's see. Hold on.
She bust her ass. Girl, what I
Yeah.
will say is that Marlo, last episode and this episode, that bitch had me cracking up. I don't know, like it was the confessionals, it was whatever, but Marlo had me cracking up. I don't, and I don't mess with Marlo too tough.
But she be funny sometimes. She do be funny
She's
sometimes.
funny all the times. It's except when she is doing like some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But she's funny. What I tell you, she had me cracking up this episode. I don't even know, but let's go ahead and get into it.
So speaking of Marlo, so they're at the restaurant, right? And Marlo brings up Scott Lee briefly, just mentions him really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheree says that Kenya said that it was a Tinder date. LOL. Marlo says that that is not the case. It's not a Tinder date. You know what I mean? So, so they bring up the whole DM situation with Roy. And Manietta, I don't know, she got activated. She kind of was taking up for Kenya and was saying how she didn't like it or whatever. It seemed like Marlo was trying to take a dig at Kenya or something to that effect. And Marlo was just like, look, I was genuinely just surprised. Like, I was just shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a
Mm-hmm.
genuine reaction. And I believe her. I think it was just a, oh shit, like a reaction, like, oh shit, I know him. Like, oh wow, okay. Like that's how I took it. I took it as like, oh, okay, yeah, I know him. Oh wow. Like to me, it was innocent. She wasn't trying to be like, yeah, bitch, I know your man, girl. I got your man. I don't think she was on that type of time. What do you think?
What do I think? I think that she tried it, but it didn't. It didn't land because it's all about the reaction. That's You can do anything you want to do in this world. It's all about the reaction. It's all about how somebody takes it, react to it, or not react to it. And so she threw it out there.
But
And then
you don't
again,
feel like, but I just feel like it was, I just really feel like it was not anything malicious because it was like this. Oh, is that Roy? I know Roy. It was just a 20-second exchange. She didn't go on about it. She didn't
she was like, "Oh, let me see if his number's still the same." I mean,
that was after.
Like I said, I feel like that she was trying it,
Okay.
and like I said, if it don't land, it don't land.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it landed. I don't know.
Yeah. It didn't land because everybody
It
was saying,
landed.
why didn't it land? It didn't land because Kenya didn't react to it because it wasn't nothing. Either she already knew about it or she didn't care about it. And she didn't make a big deal about it. And I felt like that's the only reason why that whole Sheree Martell thing ended up being a big deal is because of the reaction of what was going on. And I was just like, yeah, she was just saying something. You could just be like, okay, all right. You ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't talk. Okay. They didn't even talk. So why was it a reaction? There shouldn't have been a reaction to it. Like, don't react to something that if you don't breathe life into it and then it doesn't have life.
So then the ladies informed Drew about what Candy said behind her back about saying, and seen and all that stuff. Like I said, it came off shady. It was fun shade, but coming from Candy, I just still feel like, girl, stop. You shouldn't be talking about nobody crying. So Drew was a little bit bothered by Candy's comment, and we know she later on confronts her. We'll get to that in a second. But so the girls have a little nightcap slumber party. Okay, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. They twerking, they shaking their ass, they're doing all the fun ratchet stuff. Okay. And at some point, Drew decides to confront Candy about the comment that she made. Candy says she feels like it wasn't that serious and that she has seen Drew get into worse arguments with other ladies in the group and did not have that same reaction. So
it's about the reaction. That's what I'm saying.
But I still feel like coming from Candy, I still feel like it's a little insensitive, just a little bit.
Okay, I mean, I'll give you that.
If I'm friends with you and you get up and you're crying, I'm not gonna make fun of you behind your back. I'm not gonna make fun of you behind your back. That's me.
Yeah.
If we're friends. Friends.
Right.
So what happened? Yeah, so Candy ultimately she apologized and they squashed it. It wasn't really a big deal. So that was that. Let's see. Now Sheree, I don't know why she set herself up like this. So Sheree brings up She by Sheree and says, I don't see any of y'all's names on any orders for She by Sheree. And the ladies were like, well, we tried to support you, girl, but your site crashed. And what had happened was we simply forgot about it. It was just kind of out of sight, out of mind. Like, but I'll buy some shit now. Let me go on it right now.
Sheree is a mess. I would have been embarrassed. I wouldn't have said that. I don't know. That's just me. The fact that you have to like kind of dry beg your coworkers to
support you,
yikes, girl. But the whole thing is that she's never taken accountability. She just kept feeling like that everybody crashed her website when, girl, you didn't even have the website on the correct front to begin with, to handle the influx of what you were about to get on the Housewives platform that you were on. You weren't even prepared to handle that. And then you think everybody gonna be sitting around like, oh, when is Sheree website gonna be up so I can order some overpriced She by Shein? Bitch, get out of here.
I might get a hat.
I'm not doing none of that. None of it. Sheree better kiss my ass.
Oh my gosh.
And I would have told her to her face, kiss
my ass. So they turn up, they twerk, they do all the ratchet stuff, cute. So the ladies start talking about Bolo. Okay.
Bolo talk about how he get into this.
How I didn't get caught up in this? How I get caught up? So they talking about Bolo, okay, blast from the past, and what had happened that night when they all was turned up with Bolo, and they had all that fun and stuff. So somehow it gets mentioned that Drew and LaToya kissed, and of course Drew is deny. She's denying it, and Candy is like, "You forget I don't drink, baby. my memory is A1 up in here. Okay. And not only that, I know what I saw. And what I saw was y'all heifers kissing.
Right.
Like, you can't make somebody
like three women vouched to say that they was kissing and making out.
She's like, you can't make me unsee what I saw. Like, I know what I saw.
Drake and Drew was acting like them niggas. Deny, deny, deny. If you ain't got it on a picture, a video camera, I'm denying it. I don't even care if somebody said they saw it. Fuck you, I'm denying it. That's
Deny,
because
deny,
he's
deny.
Christian. He has that Christian persona, and listen,
Baby said it wasn't me.
it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Bitch,
It wasn't
that's what
me.
she said. She taking that Joan to her grave. You hear me? And we
Mm-hmm.
know Candy not to be a liar, but Drew is trying to make Candy into a liar in this episode. It wasn't me.
But I am also like, now, why are you trying to put her on blast, Candy? Like,
No, but listen, follow me here. I feel like this whole thing is about, you remember that movie that they cast her in, right? Called Pass. She's getting turned out by another woman. How
mm-hmm.
about Ty, the person that she's supposed to be having this
Yeah,
affair with? That could be footage from the movie that she's shooting with Candy, and that's why Candy is so hell bent in saying that she saw her kissing another woman, and all of this stuff is a part of the movie, and it's not really a part of her life. That's not her. That's Drew, the actress, being an actress, and she we don't know who the woman is who turned Drew out on the show, on the movie Pass. And I think it's probably Ty. That's what I'm thinking. And so I'm wondering to y'all, I put it to y'all, do y'all think that that is how they are finagling the story to make it seem like maybe that is what is going on? Now, Latoya is still an issue within itself. Now, I don't know what the hell Conehead trying to divorce her for when he know he doing all the cheating. But
right.
I feel like they're trying to turn this thing on Drew, and I think it's all about this movie that she is playing in with Candy and Todd, with this whole past and getting turned out by a woman and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Kara says a good point. She must have been acting. Oh, when she was tonguing down, well, I don't know about that. I ain't gonna say that. I think she might.
Well,
She
I
might have
believe
been
Candy,
into.
so I believe Candy, y'all. So I think it
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. No,
And
I definitely think her, and like I said, when the Christian five people, they don't want to be wrapped up in them type of scandals, and I feel like it makes her mom look bad. You know, she's a PK.
mhm,
It makes her
mhm,
mom look bad. It makes her look bad, and she doesn't want that look for her. But
right.
they thought the cameras was down, but people saw it, and
Yeah.
it was kind of, yeah.
Yep. So it is what it is.
All right,
That was
we're
that.
getting to it. Did y'all like Drew's hair? I kind of like that little mullet. Look at that little mullet. You know what? I have been loving Drew's confessionals. Have
They've
y'all
been good.
been digging Drew's confessionals? She's been on it. I love the whole mullet look with the little tail in the back. She had like this the red flip. You know I love a red look. So the red flip, she looks so good. She's been killing it in the confessionals. Like, I don't know. I just wonder if y'all think it.
Mm. So what would y'all rate the episode? I'm going to give it. Let me see. Let me look back at pictures.
I'm
I'm
giving
going
it
to give it. Yeah,
7.5.
I was thinking 7. I'm gonna give
Yes.
it a 7.
Yeah. 7 and 7.5. Okay. Okay, 7.5. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know about y'all, but if I was Candy, I would not have went. If I was sick going and had to go all them hours and knowing that you was only gonna have 2 full days there and have
I
to,
wouldn't.
that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't have went.
You know. So she better than me, girl. I'm telling you, but it's attached to a check. Like they trying to get their check and they do what they gotta do to get that check. So I mean,
But
listen, if
you
it's
could,
attached to a check, then I'm gonna go. But shit.
but shit, still, sister, you could have listen, sat this one out. You got enough money, you could have sat this one out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
That's not I'm trying to figure out. Like, I'm trying to figure out like, do Candy look at her bank accounts? Like I'm does she know how much money she got, or think do we think she has more money than what she got? You know what I'm saying? Like, we may have like some kind of inflated um thought about what she has, and no, she like,
I
yeah,
agree
I
with
gotta
that.
keep grinding.
It's a workaholic thing that we talked about earlier. What you said
Yeah.
about yeah. All right, y'all. Moving on to our last show, I guess. Love and Marriage Detroit.
Okay, let me change my. All right, y'all. We don't have any well, we do have screenshots, but we weren't able to get them up. So we're just gonna go off the dome and just talk. No, well, she got notes, so we
Yeah,
just
I
don't
got
have screenshots. Okay.
right. So yeah. So we pick up where we left off, y'all, at the skating rink. Okay.
Mm.
The ladies were going back and forth. It was getting crazy. Kobe said F you guys and stormed off with her little short self. She stormed off, honey. She was pissed. So at this point, Latoya is trying to talk to Christina and get through to her almost. And Christina says that, you know, those are Brandon's feelings about Kobe. And Latoya is like, well, what have you been saying to him to make him feel this way? Because where
Right.
else would he be getting this
Where
information
you
from?
would get it. Mm-hmm.
So Christina deny, says that Brandon observes and sees things on his own. Who believes that? Because I don't believe that.
Not me. Not me.
Oh,
I'm
BS. I
sorry.
call BS. Like, it's obvious that you've been complaining to him about Colby, and like a blind man can see that.
Yeah.
So that was total BS.
So for me, what I will say about this whole situation,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all, please don't act like I'm always just on the men, but but I feel like Brandon was pushing the attention, pushing his wife's attention to a woman to get it off of him. Can anybody understand where I'm coming from with that? Like,
It's possible. It's
like
possible.
when he said, my wife said, I don't never take up for her, but you'll let 3 men at a
Right.
wine tasting gang
Preach.
up on her, but
Preach.
they're having a conversation between women about their business, and
Mm-hmm.
then you're jumping in. And then he already planted another seed about the Kobe cat. He already said that in like episode 2 or 3. Like, he
Mm-hmm.
already planted the seed, and it felt like when he planted the seed, I felt like it grew, and she started to take that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't know. It felt like deflecting. That's what it felt like. It felt like, let me take the pressure off me and
Mm-hmm.
and put your attention over here. And I said when he first said talking about when he said a Kobe cat the first time, I said, oh no, he's trying to push it over there. So girl, no, I already saw that. I saw that from a mile away, and I'm not going for it. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
He's definitely stirring the pot a little bit with that situation.
Yep.
So next up, Christina talks to her friend. I forget her friend's name, but it's irrelevant. So she talks to her friend, who?
Chelsea.
Oh, good job, girl, Chelsea. She talks to Chelsea about Kobe. Christina basically she feels like Kobe was trying to hop on an existing collaboration that she already had set up. And I'll be honest, I can see how it looks that way.
Yeah.
I can see how it because it does look that way.
Yeah.
However, had Christina
things can be true.
Two things can be true. Had Christina picked up the phone,
yes,
and
exactly.
spoke to Kobe,
That's it. That's it.
she could have clarified some things for her. You know, clear the air,
Listen,
maybe if you will, like adults do or supposed to do at least.
I feel like it's another male problem. Male in the beginning, she did not want to communicate. She kind of let this things just fly, and then things snowballed and escalated.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, it's a communication thing.
It is.
Because even in the conversation with Chelsea, she admitted that she didn't respond to her text, and she said something about we need to talk about this in person. And Kobe, that's why she was so upset at the skating rink, because she said, I called you numerous of times, you didn't pick up my call. And then she's not reading and acknowledging text messages, so she's not doing any of that. So you cannot say that there's a miscommunication or this is not the right way to handle it. And no, you did not. You dropped the ball on your part, Christina. No, and I'm not going to be on your side on this. No.
Right.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. That's how I feel about them.
I don't. Yeah, their voices get on my nerves because let me tell you,
it ain't. It's not worse than
Tamara.
No, not even Tamara. It's the girl from Roa.
Oh, Courtney.
I don't know why that voice annoys me so much.
Her voice annoys me too.
I feel like she says bad things with the voice. Like Tamara, I feel like she's very innocent and she just putting on, and you know what I'm saying? She's just doing all that shit, you know, just to do a radio station. But Courtney uses her raggedy voice to tear down people, and yeah, she's just yuck. I don't like Courtney. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about that either. When she said something about that being Kenya's karma. Yes. Bitch, that was ugly. I don't know. It was just ugly to me. I don't know.
I mean, Kenya was not nice to her. She was not nice to her. But I don't know if I would go as far as to say that was someone's karma. I don't know if I would do that in that situation. I don't know if I would. Mm-hmm. But
I didn't like him. I just say I will tell you that right now. Just period. I didn't like it.
No, I didn't.
You know, I go up for Kenya. I do go up for Kenya, but no.
Yeah, that comment wasn't.
I just felt like it was ugly. It came from an ugly place or whatever.
It definitely did. Now that's a fact. It definitely did. So, the Men's Movement meeting, y'all. The Men's Movement. Woo! How do we feel feel about the man's movement, y'all? It just seems like it's like is it a mentorship program? Like I'm listen, I'm all about seeing black men come together to do something positive. I think that's awesome. I'm all about that. All about that. But I just feel like Anthony is the wrong person to be spearheading this because
Very
you
true.
are problematic AF.
Right. Instead of the man's movement, I would rather go see Barbie. Y'all check out my review for Barbie. Instead of this man movement, because it feels like it's like he doesn't really. It feels like he has some type of vision, but it feels like he's not articulating it in the way
Mhm.
that it's really supposed to go. Like I feel
Right.
like there's some kind of guys, like he is trying to make some kind of weird like he, I don't know, it just feels like what he is posturing it
Mhm.
is not what it really is, because that's not who he is. That's not who we've seen in these last 5 episodes. So I'm trying to figure out this man movement and what he's trying to teach versus what we've already seen in these last 5 episodes.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, I mean, walk it like you talk it. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Yes, yes, Barbie. Yes, come on. Right. I'd rather go see Barbie. What's that? Got me agreeing with Brandon. Yeah, we
Right.
don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like he doesn't have a good grasp on it. Like, I feel like he has like some kind of idea, but it feels like it's not in alignment with his life. It's not in alignment or whatever he's trying to do. And it's hard to get the diva on board with that.
Mhm. I agree.
How are the ratings for Detroit?
Oh,
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like
that's a good
all the
question.
ratings for um things are a little different now because we have streaming platforms and everybody doesn't watch it at the same time, and
Yeah,
we
it's
watch
just
it. Yeah, it's just very different. So I don't know exactly how the ratings are. I don't know. Do you know people talking about it? Like, are you having conversations with other people about Detroit? Not me.
not
The only
me.
people I have conversations about it is with y'all.
Me too.
Nobody talks about it. No, no,
Sorry.
I don't know.
So the fellas arrive at the man's movement, and baby, before he could even sit down, Russell was on his ass. He was like, "Yeah, so we're gonna talk after this meeting, okay?"
Look, I feel like I
Okay.
saw the vein coming out his neck.
He wasn't playing no games. Okay, baby, my man was. Let me stop. He was on it. So after the meeting, okay, the men talk, and Russell says to Brandon, "This is wild to me. You better be happy I'm a saved man because I would have broken every bone in your body." And for me, y'all might agree or disagree, but I just felt like, well, damn, is it that serious? Is it that serious? Because I feel like, okay, like Brandon didn't curse at her. He didn't call her, well, he called her a name, I guess, technically, but he didn't curse at her. He didn't
Right.
raise his voice. He wasn't being abrasive. He wasn't being aggressive. He called her a copycat, a Colby cat. Was it rude? Yes, it was rude. It was rude. But I don't feel like it was deep enough to be like I would break every bone in your body. That's intense. That's like that is really, really, really intense in my opinion.
It was so funny. The only thing I was thinking about was Brandon. Like I tell you, it's all about the reaction. It's all about the reaction. Did you understand what Brandon was saying? He was like, I understand. He was like, I saw the vein bulging. I wasn't saying nothing. I wasn't going to stoke the fire. All I was nodding,
It was just,
and
it
it
was a,
didn't go. A argument can't go anywhere if you don't take it nowhere. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
And so it's always about the reaction. And so when Brandon was just like, he was like, he felt like he was for real with what he was saying. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so Kobe cried, but she didn't cry because of the Kobe cat comment. She cried because off of Christina and what their back and forth exchange. It wasn't
Right.
like she cried solely because of that comment. So it's not, I can't agree with that because it's just like she cried at the whole situation collectively, the whole situation.
Right. Because she just felt like she wasn't being heard. She wasn't
Yeah,
being understood. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard when you're not being understood. And that's one of the things, like, when you want to have a conversation with people, you want to be validated. You want to be like, oh, I hear you and I understand what you're saying. Da 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 da. But
right.
I don't know. I just felt like Christina was really insensitive and she was very dismissive.
Yes.
If that makes any sense. I felt like she was dismissive from the beginning, and even when they had the confrontation at the thing,
Yeah,
it still felt very dismissive.
she did.
And if you're supposed to be the pro in this influencer game, then I felt like you should have been the one that's really like handling the conversation, and not having her like kind of track you down and chase after you, and she's trying to get the information, and then you're sitting up here like, I didn't call her back, I didn't do nothing, I don't warrant anything, it doesn't warrant. Like, no, like none of the stuff that Kristen, that's a no-go for me. Like, if you don't want to have a conversation, if you don't want to communicate, that's toxic to me. Like, a lot of
Mhm.
times it feels like a shutdown to me, and shut down is a part of a toxicity type thing.
It
If you
is.
don't want to have a conversation and you don't want to do the, you know what I'm saying, like, come on, like, you have to have some accountability for what you're doing, how you're participating in this scenario. So no, I'm not with Christina on this. I'm not team Christina on this. I
At
mean,
all.
like I said, I understand
How
that
it looks.
these brand deals and all this stuff, and you may not be, but you need to communicate it. And
Yeah,
that
I
was,
agree.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I agree.
not to beat a dead horse. So let's go.
Yeah. Um, where am I at? Oh yeah. So Russell says, honey, he is putting their friendship on pause and that he can't trust Brandon anymore. And he doesn't want him around his family. And I'm throwing a party for my wife, and y'all are not invited no more. I'm like, God dang, Russell. Okay, shit. Can you imagine if Brandon raised his voice? Can you imagine if he raised his voice? Because Russell is going in.
Listen, he got his flag up for his wife. He is not
He
playing
is not playing
no
around.
damn games with Kobe. He
Ooh,
not. He not.
that's I want
And,
somebody to do that for
and
me.
Kobe didn't tell him to do that. This is all on his accord.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Inga said all of this is just stupid. I mean, it is if you're looking at it on the outside or whatever, but these are real life situations that really do happen.
get into, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Business disputes
listen,
all the time.
it happens. It happens. And the most important thing that I can always say is just communicate.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You can't worry about whether or not the person is going to like what you want to say, but at least say what you need to say
Right.
in order to not in a toxic way, but just say something. And then for me, if you don't say something, that says a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't talk, that tells me a lot too. It makes me feel like I'm not worthy of a response. And not saying that I don't think I'm worthy. I
It's
feel like
you.
you don't think that I'm worthy. Right, right. So that whole Christina, like I feel like she's like on this high horse and she feels like that she doesn't have to really talk to Kobe like that or whatever. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what all that is or whatever, but I feel like if you value your friendships or the relationships that you're in, that you you know how people like you could say no. No is a complete sentence, and yes, it is a complete sentence. But if you want to continue to have a friendship, relationship, or anything going further, you might want to let the person know why
Yeah.
you're saying no.
Mm-hmm.
Why, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't feel so curt and so like
Yeah.
how Christina is doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Agree.
yeah.
So Brandon and Christina are hanging out, child. This is like a nothing burger scene. So they talk about the drama that's going on. He tells her how Russell threatened him and lets her know that they are no longer invited to the party. And Christina says that she doesn't care because she wasn't going to go anyway. And I said, bitch,
You know you was going.
you know you
It's
was
a
about
damn,
to
it's a right. It's a group, it's a TV show event. You know you was going.
she was full of shit, full of shit, full of
Right.
shit. Okay.
Right.
So he asked her, are we still going to be friends with them? And she says, I don't really know. So I'm just like, whatever, whatever. Who cares? So things start to heat up a little bit. So Brandon, Bravo, and Anthony have a conversation about this showcase that they're doing. And this is our first time hearing about this, right? I don't remember hearing about a showcase in previous episodes. So I'm not sure if I missed it or what have you. But Brandon ends up feeling a
I
certain type
feel
of
like
way.
they cut it out. I feel like that was the whole point of them going to the club and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But they didn't. It kind of got overshadowed by Christina talking about, where you
Yeah.
at, you at church and all that other stuff. But I feel like that was the goal.
Right.
But yeah, it
I
got
can
cut
see
out.
that.
They definitely didn't
They
show
cut
it.
it out. Yeah. So Brandon ends up feeling some type of way because it appears that Anthony and Bravo had a separate meeting without Brandon. So he feels like he should have more of an input because it's supposed to be his event, supposedly his event.
Brandon
Anthony,
think he is so more important than what he really is. He has like this sense of I don't know, and I feel like I need that. I'm gonna need his resume. Can the production put the resume up? Because you're like, hello, I need to know why does he feel like that? You know what I'm
because I don't blame him for feeling like that because from what he's saying, it was really him and Anthony. So for you to then kind of have meetings without me and kind of low key leave me out of stuff, that feels kind of weird to leave me out of stuff. Like, why would you leave me out of said conversations
saying?
when I'm supposed to be part of it? So I don't fault him. And I definitely don't fault him for this next line because Anthony to me is tripping. Anthony to me is tripping. Anthony says that the stuff between Brandon and Russell has him looking at Brandon differently. And I agree with Brandon. Like, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? What does that have to do with business? What does that have to do with our agreement? That's personal stuff between me and Russell. why are you so invested in it? It's just to me, it was weird to be like, well, I look at you differently now. Like, nigga, what? Is that deep?
It's
I
because
call you a copycat.
he broke bro code.
Okay.
I tell you, men, that bro code is something
Something
fierce.
deep.
You remember we always talk about why men don't hold other men accountable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like he was trying to hold another man accountable, and it gets you on the outskirts. They shun you for that. I can't trust you. You listening? I can't trust you no more because you broke bro code. No matter whether or not he was right or wrong, but he broke bro code. That's what it is.
Preach.
That's
Okay.
what I think it is. Y'all let me know in the chat, in the comments. Let me know if that's why Anthony, I'm telling you, he is the most misogynistic man, chauvinist, male chauvinistic man. Like he hides it very well under religion and all of the talk that he do, but he is, keep your eye out on him. But it's about bro code. And so that's why he's saying he can't trust him, because he feel like, you know, you went against the homeboy.
Yeah.
You remember we supposed to be ganging up on the women like they did the last time at the wine. That's what they were supposed to be doing.
I see. Okay, I ain't mad at that.
That's my opinion. What y'all think? What y'all think? Girl, no, he don't hide it well at all, girl. It is like pew, pew, pew.
He tries to hide it, but it don't really work.
It doesn't.
He tries to, though.
I mean, it may work for some women. Like, you know, like I said, everybody else is on their different journey and they haven't experienced it. They haven't seen it or whatever. So that's why they go for the younger women, because they don't see it.
So Russell throws Colby a party for her 30th birthday. Very nice, very nice. It was cute.
Pretty. I love the beige and the white and I love the color scheme. The color scheme colors.
Yeah, I liked it. So they talk with LaToya about the situation. I'm not going to go into the details. I'm really not. So Colby says that Christina has a spirit of manipulation or whatever. A whole bunch of other stuff, but I didn't take notes on that because it was just too much back and forth. A whole bunch of nothing was being said, to be honest. Russell comes over and talks to them, and he says that he thinks that he and Brandon should have a one-on-one, and that Colby and Christina should have a one-on-one, and then the couple should come together and talk. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of talking.
I told you, they are trying to figure out what the women are thinking. They need to figure out what they're thinking, and then they need to come together and do some bullshit, you know.
Oh gosh. So
I don't know.
Last up, y'all. Anthony meets up with Christina and Brandon, child. And this conversation gave me a headache. Anthony starts off by saying that he wants everybody to be cool again and to reconnect and rebuild and all this stuff. I will say it does feel like Anthony is he's not, to me, he's trying to pretend that he's being neutral, but he's not really being neutral.
He's not.
He's taking a side, and the side is Colby and Russell.
Yeah, it feels like how Sonya acts.
Tries to be neutral, but it doesn't work.
Not really.
But not really. It's not working. It's not working for you, B-Dog. It ain't working. Right. But again, why are you so invested in this Brandon and Russell beef?
Right.
I don't know.
So what did you feel about LaToya talking about this whole beef being fake? Like she kept using this fake word in there or whatever. And I don't feel like she meant like the beef was fake, but I felt like she was saying that
I think
Um,
she was saying that the whole sisterhood thing, like you're supposed to be sisters, but you're treating her like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I
so
think
you being fake. Yeah.
is being fake. That's what
Okay.
she was saying.
I get that.
That's what she was saying at the skating rink. In my opinion, that's what she was trying to say at the skating rink when she was trying to check Christina
Yeah.
and saying
And that whole thing about where's your wife? And she was like,
oh,
she's at home with the kids.
like
And she was at the damn party.
that
I
shit was
said,
hilarious.
y'all, this their first season. Maybe they don't realize the cameras is there and how the edit is gonna look, but baby.
He could have said that she had a prior engagement. That's all you had to say. Like you just straight up lie, like lie. She's home with the kids.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious to me.
So Anthony says that, look, guys, we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mess up. You're gonna mess up. We're all gonna mess up. All this positive crap that he's trying to do. But then things turn left when they bring up the showcase. So Anthony says that he does not trust Brandon anymore because of Russell.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it doesn't make sense to me to do all that. But he says that he is not going to do business deals with someone that is snaking another person in the friend group. Dun dun dun. And I'm like, ooh, what was that? I can see where you're coming from, but I don't know if I would use the word snake. Like I don't know if Brandon was being a snake. I don't equate him calling Kobe a copycat to being a snake.
That's true.
I don't
That's
equate.
I felt like he was putting a little too much on that. Not too much.
A little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
So it was a cliffhanger, you guys. So that was the episode, honey. So
let's rate it, y'all.
Men are going to be beefing. I don't know how long this beef is going to go for. I will say I am surprised how quickly the couples, what's the word?
Broke up. Like
it's broke up. Yeah, I mean, it happened really quick. Now on Huntsville first season, it took much longer before the division.
It felt like it didn't happen until season 2, honestly.
Ooh, yeah. Season 2 for Huntsville. So this happened rather quickly. Okay.
Yeah, but every time you do a show, you gotta like up the ante because people will say it's boring and we're not doing nothing. I don't feel that way. Like a lot of people be saying stuff is boring. I just enjoy it for what it is. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I give it 7.5 too.
Yeah.
I'm a 7.5. Yeah, they try and get a season 2, which I think they will, but it's real crazy that I have seen a lot of reviewers take a staunch I'm not reviewing this show because they are tired of the same toxic masculinity and you know what I'm saying, with the same type of things that Carlos like to produce. There are a lot of reviewers that are not reviewing the show.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. I feel like he'll still get another season because OWN is not Bravo, and so OWN is a different thing. And if people are watching and people are talking, but it is hard to watch. It is hard to watch because and that's what I was saying. Like when I asked Color Me Pink, I was like, she said she was one of the reviewers said she's not doing it. I said, well, why are you reviewing Krishan and Blueface? I'm like, girl, that is the
bottom of the
one that I have taken a dun. I'm not watching. I'm not reporting.
I'm not subscribing to that.
Tweeting. I'm not saying nothing about Blueface. Like that's what I was trying to figure out, like where her mindset was going with this whole. She still reviewed, but it might be money. If it ain't making money, it don't make sense. So maybe it's money.
Yeah.
Maybe she doing it for the money or whatever. But I
Yeah.
I can't do Blueface and Krishan at all.
At all. Zero.
At all. At
Zero.
all. You will never see them in my timeline at
Ever.
all.
Me too. I'm the same way.
Ever.
Ever with them. You will never see them on my page.
Ever.
I'm not reposting them. I'm not subscribing to their
Never.
BS,
Never.
their toxicity. I'm not doing it. Just it's so toxic and just disgusting.
I can't
And
do it.
gross.
I'm sorry. I'm too grown. I'm too grown and I'm too old. No. I can't. Yeah, it makes me sick to my stomach. So yeah, I was just wondering, where she was coming with that. But there are a couple of different reviewers that are not reviewing the show. So
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. I think they'll be renewed though. If DC got reviewed, they definitely get reviewed. I don't
all
think
right,
my nerves
y'all.
can take them. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you
I
guys,
don't even want to know them people. I don't. I be
we
mad at the little bit that I see in the blogs, and I be, girl, whenever they hit my timeline and scroll, girl, I be whatever.
I'll be scrolling.
Yes, just keep it on scrolling. That's what we do. Okay, so y'all, we had a good time. I enjoyed y'all.
Yes,
I had a good time
end of my
tonight.
show.
Mo, I had a good time with you.
Yes, that was fun. Per usual.
I hope I didn't cut you off too much. I've been having
No, you're good, girl. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching us. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
check out my
Please
review for
remember to
Barbie.
like the video and check out Nita's latest video, her Barbie review. Okay, for the Barbie movie. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Y'all make this fun for us. Y'all make this worthwhile, because y'all know YouTube is
YouTube,
so y'all
YouTubing.
YouTubing.
Right. Monique said y'all made something out of nothing. We try.
Girl, that was so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yes,
Thank
definitely,
you.
Definitely. Appreciate y'all. We see y'all next week.
Yes, we'll see
I'll
you
be
next week.
leaving it. Me
Yes.
and my big mouth. And Nick always got something to say.
Always got something to say.
Tell me to shut up sometimes, girl.
No, we the best. Big mouth girls, we bring the shit, okay? We run the things around here. All right, y'all. We will catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you again. Love you.